about 2 years ago when I started following Peter McKinnon. He had this bloke come onto his vlogs who was really good at doing all these levitation photos, where you just kind of jump in the air and you have your body like really loose and it looks like you're floating or levitating. Well, that was a while back now, before I was even getting into photography. I didn't even think twice about it. However, I got shown a levitation photo the other day and I kind of wondered, hey, you know what? I might give this a crack now. Yeah, I know.
Back for dinner.
We'll be back by sunset. So we have to try and get this shot just before the sun goes down, which we need to kind of hurry up. This seems like a pretty good spot.
It's gonna be in the water?
Yeah, so not just like where the water's coming up. Hold up, wait a minute, I'm gonna pause the video right there. Before I get hammered about the way I'm going about taking this photo, I do want to clarify that this is not the best way to approach a photo like this, and I'll clear more of that up at the end of this video. Continue watching.
Freezing outside, a little bit high on the feeling.
So the idea, we're gonna get Mel to lie down on the stool, and then I'm gonna Photoshop the stool out of it so she's gonna be levitating.
My best friend's sofa, you were getting buzzed on rum and cola. Wasn't brave enough yet just to talk to you. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty up from the minute that I met you. To get your attention, you make
so
me.
After a lot of rushing and all that, we got the shot. Nah, it's alright. I think we got the shot. You'll see when we get back home. Hey, how's your back?
Freaking killing me.
Hey?
Killing me.
Yeah?
I did so much work.
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't picture you doing that one. Oh, fuck no.
Alright, well, the sun's pretty much set, so we're gonna go home now and edit these photos. Yeah, before we went to the beach, JJ was meant to bring her camera because she was my second shooter. And
I had one job.
she totally, she had one job.
Writing down.
She forgot the camera, so we had to go all the way back to hers and come back to the beach. And we all had to do this before the sun went down, but it all worked out.
We ended up having to wait for the sunset.
Exactly. Hey.
Leaving all that stuff behind. We can start all over.
Like I said before, a much simpler way to approach a photo like this is actually to arrive at your location early, set up a tripod, find your frame, take a photo without the subject first, so you just want the background, and then take another photo with your subject. Now, by doing this, it's going to make it a much easier and smoother process for editing out the chair or the stool or whatever you're using. So usually after doing this, you would put both photos into Photoshop, layer them on top of each other with the photo with the subject layered on top. And then you would just mask out the chair and then just tidy it up with the content awareness tool. Now, if you've never used Photoshop before and you have absolutely no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, I apologize for that, and I am going to create another video showing you this process. However, for the sake of this video, I like to make things complicated for myself and a lot harder than they should be. Not to mention we were running out of time and sunlight, so I just quickly grabbed the camera. I didn't have time to set up the tripod or anything like that and find the frame. I just went for it. Because of this, I just used Lightroom first to remove major parts of the stool, just getting rid of all the big chunks and just making sure that it blends well with the background. I give the image a quick edit and then I open it up into Photoshop. When I'm in Photoshop, I use the content awareness tool, this one right here, to then adjust all the fine details of where the stool was and make sure that everything really blends in with the background. And you get a nice image of your model or whoever you're filming or whoever you're shooting levitating, and it looks bloody awesome. I will say this, it's a lot fiddly, it's much more fiddly work, and you have to have patience, and it's more time consuming to do it this way. So learn from me and arrive to your location nice and early, set up your tripod, get those 2 photos of the background and then again with your subject, and then it's just gonna make it so much easier for you when you are editing, and the workflow is just so much better. But if you yourself don't have a tripod, this goes to show that you can still achieve these kinds of photos without a tripod and still get the same result. So now that you know how to do this yourself, practice using Lightroom, Photoshop, get a stool, get a tripod if you have one. Even if you don't have a tripod, you don't need one. You can stack a bunch of books on top of each other and use that. But practice this in home if you're still stuck inside because of COVID. Once this is all blown over, you can go outside and find some awesome locations, and you will have already become good at taking photos like this. It's all about repetition. If you do want to check out the photos, here's my Instagram. I'll leave it in the description down below as well. Or if you do have any questions about the photos or anything like that, just hit me up with a DM on Instagram. And like always, if you did enjoy this video, maybe consider liking and subscribing. It helps me out a lot, and until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.